Okay, someone on my live stream asked me to talk about self-love. How do you develop more self-love? So I'll share my interpretation of that. What's worked for me, what's continue to work. Because some people understand that word in a different meaning, but I'm going to explain it in exactly how I've experienced it. So if you're someone at the moment who would term themselves as someone who doesn't have much self-love for themselves, which is another term for low self-esteem, low confidence, not liking yourself, not having a good relationship and not being happy in life. These are the foundations that you need to have self-love. And it's not in no chronological order. So the first thing you need is, I believe, you need some type of relationship with your existing family, your mum, your dad, your brother and your sister. I know these things are complicated because everybody's got a different relationship. Some people have got good relationships with their family. Some people don't have a good relationship. But in between that, you've got to make the effort, obviously, to love your family, to spend time with them, and to connect with them. So that's enough said on that one. The next one is, I feel you have to have exercise in your life. You need a training regime. And I don't really need to keep backing up with science and doctors and studies that have been done years and years. They've been proven. I know from my own walk in life, my experience, when I'm training, which I am, and I'm fit, I'm a totally different person. I've definitely got more self-love for myself and definitely more love for other people. So you need fitness in your life. And I don't want to hear excuses, guys. I don't want to hear bullshit. I don't want to hear, well, I don't enjoy working out, or that's not. No, listen, it's like saying, for me, it's like saying I don't enjoy drinking water and eating food. It's a need, it's a necessity to survive as a human being. So find a regime. Let's be honest, everybody enjoys some type of exercise. You might not enjoy boxing like I do, but it will be running, it could be dancing, it could be singing. You need some form of physical movement if you want to increase your level of self-love and happiness and so forth. So enough said on that. The next one is relationships. You need friends. Now, it's no surprise that a lot of people today, for their own choice, their own fears or insecurities, they don't have any friends or they don't have enough friends. That's gonna contribute to you not having any self-love or enough self-love. You can't do. See, there's a contradiction. Yeah, it's all good and well saying you've got to love yourself, you've got to know yourself. There's a lot of truth in that, but you can't be on your own for the rest of your life and then expect to feel self-love. Everybody needs someone. That's a beautiful thing. So if you haven't got any friends, if you haven't got one good friend that you love in your life, that you have a closeness with, you're not going to have any self-love. It's impossible. It's almost insulting my very intelligence. So you need a friend. You need some friends that you can have relationships with, that you can talk with, that you can be real with, that you can love, you can connect with. So that's another really important part of self-love. That's done. Next thing is, personally, you've got to have a goal in life. You've got to have a passion. Now, people take things out of the extreme and they get very bitter and negative. I'm not saying that you've got to go out and you've got to be a multi-millionaire. There's nothing wrong with that. But you got to have something in your life that you enjoy. It could come down to collecting stamps. You need something in life that you love, that you're passionate about, something to put your energy into, something to focus on, whatever that may be. For some people, that's YouTube. For some people, that's boxing, that's traveling the world, that's helping animals, that's donating to charity, that's dancing, making music, being creative, teaching, inspiring, writing books, being an intellectual, studying university. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that you find it. And when you've got something in your life that you enjoy and you love doing, and it's a continuous thing that you keep excelling and getting better at, automatically there's more love for oneself. There's definitely more self-love. There's definitely a better relationship with yourself. And of course, right, for the counter argument, and I can understand where people come from, people might say, well, isn't that a very selfish thing to say that I'm a person that's driven towards getting self-love? It can be if you take it in the wrong direction and you're narcissistic about it. But if you've got more self-love, you're going to project that. Well, that's why most people are hateful and bitter towards other people. They're negative, they're haters, they want to bring everyone down. That's how they feel about themselves. If you feel good about yourself and you've got a good level of self-love, it's healthy, it's not narcissistic, it's not dark, it's in the right place, then you're going to have more love and people are going to like being around you. So, what you do doesn't always necessarily determine intrinsically who you are, but it can be to contradict that. There is contradiction in truth. So if you haven't got anything in your life that you enjoy, you've got no hobbies, no passions, it's going to be very difficult to love yourself and like yourself, isn't it? Because you're going to be miserable in your life. So it's a three-way relationship. Self-love is your love for yourself. The second part is the love for what you do in your life, your pursuit, your hobby, your God-given talent. And the third part is your love to other people. If any of those areas are jeopardized, there will always be a problem with self-love. So if you've got nothing in your life that you love doing, you've got no hobby, no passion, problems with self-love. If you hate other people, if you've got nothing good to say about others, you've got no good feelings towards anyone else, problem with self-love. So I break it up into those three areas, and I think for anyone, for a man, for a woman, old, young, no matter who you are, where you're from, if you get those three things in place, definitely going to have an increased level of self-love. And listen, I shouldn't really need to say this, but I'll say it anyway. None of us are perfect. I'm definitely not. We've all got issues, but some of us have got less issues than others. We've got a better self-esteem. Now, how do you go out and do these things on a practical, scientific level, however you want to call it? My experience, which has consistently been true, you've got to face your fears and take action. You can't just sit at home and go, yeah, give me some self-love. I mean, there's a room for that. Affirmation can be powerful, words are powerful, what we tell ourselves, yeah, but you can tell yourself that every day of the week. If you don't leave the house and interact with other human beings and you don't exercise, you're going to be one depressed person. So I've learnt these from my mistakes and doing things right in life. So that's my version, that's my explanation. That's how I've got more self-love for myself and more love for other people and what I'm passionate about. So anybody can do this. It's not like, oh, some people got it, some haven't. No, it comes down to the individual. But of course, you've got to face your fears. You've got to become fearless. You've got to be accountable. You've got to stop blaming everybody else, your parents, society, the next person, and you've got to take responsibility for your own issues, and you've got to address them and keep working on it. So if you socialize, you exercise, and you find what it is in life that you enjoy, what you love, and you're good to other people, you treat others how you want to be treated, it's impossible not to feel more self-love. Now I'm going to go further, right? I don't push my faith on anyone. That's just not what I do. I don't feel right about. I would say for me, faith plays a big part in that as well. But that might not be right for everyone, and I respect other people. Everyone's got their own beliefs. I respect that. I don't get in the way of that. But you're asking me my own personal thing. Faith for me as a huge part. But I feel like my faith gives me the understanding to go and put my time and energy into the three things that I've broken down today, which is yourself, your relationship with others, and your passion and your hobby and your purpose in life, all right? We'll end on that note. That's how I'd answer that question. Like, share, subscribe. I hope this helps you to improve yourself, heal yourself, and improve your confidence, all right? Become fearless.